We do now know that we get severe weather in Arizona. It's not always sunny and beautiful. And although I love solar, when monsoon season hits and all the solar goes away, we have a power problem here. How do I solve that? I'm gonna show you today. Let's get inside. The rain on the metal roof in here is a lot different than the rain on my rubber roof in the RV. Yeah, today I've already bypassed the entire system because we're completely off-grid here. We don't have city power, so solar and lithium batteries is how I produce all of my power to stay online with connected internet, to keep my security system with Night Owl and SimpliSafe going. My RV is plugged in to keep the kitties fresh in there and comfortable, but when it's raining and you're not getting solar, usually I have to dial back everything, how I do everything, and not use as much power until the next day. Because we're just drawing directly off the batteries right now. Actually, we're not. This is a wonderful chance to introduce to you a product from a company that I admire a lot, and that is Jackery. And this is Jackery's new system, the Jackery Explorer 2000 Plus. It's a backup power bank. Whether there's tornadoes or hurricanes or flooding or thunderstorms, power outages at your home or off-grid that last a significant amount of time, this little plug right here, this is how I'm powering every piece of electronics in this room right now, including what we're getting ready to do, a load in the washing machine and the dryer off the Jackery 2000. I want to thank Jackery for sponsoring this video. Stay tuned till the end of the video. I got some more stuff I want to show you that's not related. Is it hailing now? No, it's just raining really, really hard. It's crazy, Arizona. Man, well, we needed it. Oh my gosh, here we go again. What the heck? That's insane. It rains so heavy when it does rain here. Oh my. Okay. Well, sorry, it's kind of hard to hear me with all the sound of the rain, but let's go over a few things about the Jackery Explorer 2000 Plus system. This comes in a couple different packages. And check out the video description below for Amazon Prime. There's some really good deals going on right now where you can build your own system. I have the 2000 Plus, which has about 2,000 watt hours and an additional battery pack that gives me over 4,000 watt hours. You combine them with a little plug back here. It's got wheels, it's got several ways to charge it. You can charge it with a DC plug in your car or anywhere else we have DC. You can use the AC outlet if you're running a generator, or if you're on grid and the power came back and you wanted to recharge it. This thing actually has an option within the app where you can speed charge it. It'll go from 0 to 100% in about 1 hour. Or the way most of us charge them, solar panels. This kit came with the Jackery Solar Saga 200, and I brought this when we went tent camping along the river. It worked great to maintain this to keep all of my refrigerators cool. Like I mentioned, right now it is powering everything in this room as well as my RV that's plugged in. It has a 30 amp plug right here, so you could plug your RV directly into the Jackery, or you could set it up for a backup system in your home. It's got 4 plugs, got USB, some USB-C chargers on there. The screen will go off, but comes back on. It tells us right now we're drawing 228 watts. It says we'll have 8.1 hours remaining if we continue using the same amount of watts as right now and don't change anything. All right, the washer is loaded. Man, it's loud. It is so loud. Oh, we are flooding. Don't know if you can see over there. Starting to flood here. Wow. Okay, got the laundry detergent in there. Let's turn it on. We're gonna go heavy duty, auto, change this to tap, and go. Now we're gonna walk over here, and we're gonna see what this says. 272 watts, that's not bad. Oh, now 500. 200, it's fluctuating between 200 and 550 right now. It says 4 hours remaining. And right now it's going to sense the water level, and then it'll start filling it up and washing it. All right, so now it's just filling the water, which means there's basically no power being used by it. and it says 240 watts. That 240 is just the stuff in this room. So about 250 total, I think, with the washing machine. All right, while that's going, I want to come outside and peek because, like I said, I have never seen this much rain in Arizona, ever. I had no idea this was even possible. Absolutely incredible. Maybe it would be a good idea to, oh my gosh. Woo! Oh, using a piece of cardboard. The yard over here, that is absolutely insane. Woo! Okay, let's get back inside. Holy cow! Woo! The washing machine is now washing. Pause it. Yep. Okay, turn it back on. Come over here, take a peek. Okay, turn the display back on. 275, 615, 392. So again, it's going back and forth between about 270 and 600 watts. We'll call it 600 watts max right now. It's fluctuating between 4.5 hours left and 4 hours. Okay, and essentially why it's doing that is we know that as it's agitating, each time it does that, that's going to bump it up to the 615 watts. So we'll let this go, do its rinse, do a heavy duty cycle, and then see what the battery remaining is on the Jackery. All right, the first wash is done. It's draining the water in there right now. Let's take a peek at our battery real quick. We are down to 37% now. Just under 6 hours to go at this rate. We got one more rinse and a spin. Okay, I was on my phone and it just shut off, finishing the last cycle. Ready to transfer everything into the dryer. Let's check the battery. And Jackery's down to 31%. We started at 50, correct? So we lost 19% of the overall capacity doing one load in a washing machine. So yeah, again, I have a propane dryer, so it'll be interesting to see how much power the propane dryer pulls off this once we start it. So let me get everything loaded up into the propane dryer. Before I fire up the dryer though, I just do also want to mention that if you don't have a propane dryer, this Jackery system is able to plug into the 30 amp here and give you 220 volt for your household dryer. Also, they have the transfer switch box here, which I have not installed yet, but this will be a great feature to install right next to the other electrical components, probably that fuse box right there. And then anytime there's a power outage or an issue with my solar system, you can come over here and just switch it from regular line power all the way up. It says generator, but essentially once this is all wired correctly, that'll be pulling directly from the Jackery without even having to worry about anything. So, but that's a future project. Yeah. Okay, the propane valve is on. The dryer is plugged into the Jackery. We're going to move this over to more dry and see what happens. Powered up. In just a second, the propane's going to click on. You can hear it right there, kick on. Let's go over and see our power now. 306, that's a lot less than I thought. Because 250 of that is everything else running inside here. That's actually a pretty efficient dryer. Yeah, a lot less than the washing machine there. I would say it's only 150 watts of that 345 is from the dryer actually. So no problem at all. Awesome, we'll let this dry and then I'll give you an update on what power is left on the Jackery. Oh, and look. It's drying up here at Taterland. Sun's even coming out for a little bit of afternoon on the solar panel array there. So that's always good. You know, these power issues that we have don't last forever, but it is great having a backup redundancy. And so far, I am pretty impressed with the whole Jackery package. Okay, just checking on the dryer after about 30 minutes. The automatic thing has moved from more dry to less dry. There's the cool down. And probably just 15-20 minutes more on that. Meanwhile, the Jackery battery has gone down to 27%. 300 watts, roughly, total between the dryer and the internet and the security system. But boy, when it rains here, monsoons are no joke. I'm used to rain, but monsoons or something totally different that come out of nowhere and then go away as just as fast as they showed up. And they can't predict it on the weather app here. Sholo, Concho, Vernon, St. They don't know. They never know. Sometimes it says 75% and not a drop falls. Today, 5% chance of rain, and we got 3 inches of flooding. So it's hard to plan, but I am getting used to it. It's like, it's interesting. You'll wake up every day with sunshine until about 1 o'clock when all the blue skies are swapped with gray, dark clouds, and then it pours for an hour or 3, and then it clears up again before it gets dark again. So, and ironically, we're still having a hard time with the Jack's garden keeping the plants, the annuals, alive over there. Meanwhile, something interesting is happening over here above the septic leach lines, the leach fields. Of course, if it were sunnier right now, you would see a lot more color in here, but I am just amazed at how much green plants and purple plants and that big patch over there. This is where plants thrive the most, right above our septic leach fields, which is just hilarious, because nothing else grows anywhere else on the property. Isn't that funny? Our healthiest plants. I don't get it. Should we just, do I need to just start peeing and pooping in the garden over there? I don't know. Here's the other weird thing is, guys, Frosty, my truck, is gonna stay here, and I don't know why I'm doing this. Well, I know why I'm doing this. I want to get back out on the road, and I want to get back in the RV and do some traveling before Sturgis starts, do some practice runs, make sure the RV runs well and tows well and everything. So Diana and I are gonna take off, and I'm gonna get back to travel vlogging, although I will just mention, travel videos on my channel no longer work. They tank. They don't get the views like the homesteading stuff does. And that's only ironic to me because most of the time when people complain about this style of vlogging, they're the type of people that won't give me the views when I travel, but yet they say, you need to travel, I hate these videos. And yet here we go. As I say, we're getting ready to pack up and hit the road and travel, and I'm gonna put all this effort into those videos, and they're gonna suck. But I need this. I want to get back on the road. And more importantly, the Bigfoot has just gotten way too comfortable here, so it's time to move on out. I'm gonna put the charger on underneath the hood, and we'll be hitting the road here soon. In the meantime, I'll get back to you soon. Tonight, when the dryer's done. Aw, Tara heard me talking. Yeah, I haven't talked about the kitties much in this video, have I? Sorry about that. I've also been doing more door repair. This is just like an ongoing thing. I do keep this here because Opie has still figured out how to open up this screen door. But I had to do some repairs back in here. There's the Opie, right there. Hi, buddy, you little escape artist. So I've been working on that. I need to make another repair because the steps have stopped working again. I've exposed the wires right here for the magnetic strip. And I'm going to do some tests and possibly just get rid of the whole magnet system and put in a little toggle switch right there. A little 2-wire toggle switch. And I'm going to see if I can bypass this system for now. Okay, kitties? Alright, guys. Alright. No escaping. You stay in right now. Tara, tell your brother to behave, please, okay? Okay. Within the app, I was reading how to download the Jackery app and make some changes. I changed the input. It's automatically set to like 15 or 1600 watts, and that's just too much to pull from my solar when we do get sun later. So I changed it to more efficient charging, and that'll keep it right around the 400 to 500 watt max input from the AC. And then of course when I use the solar panel, well, we're never gonna see 200 watts even in perfect sun, but let's say 170, I think, is what the most I saw while we were camping. 170 input. That'll pretty much keep us going with 2 refrigerators and charging all of our drones and other stuff. So, yeah. Dryer's still going, getting closer to the cool down period though. And still blowing hot out here. Awesome. I will also mention that this is not a typical test. I mean, I don't think that most people who are going to be using the Jackery system for emergencies are going to have to do a whole load of laundry. I'm just kind of proving the capability that it's pretty impressive what it can do if you need it to do it. Maybe you still have to go to work and you need your work clothes washed or something. I don't know. There's plenty of things I could have plugged into the Jackery to show it works like everybody else always does. I'm just trying to do something a little unique here. For me personally, if we lose power and we have 3 straight days of rain and no solar with my system, I simply will wait to do laundry until when we get solar back, and just keep all of my freezers, refrigerators, and the Bigfoot RV powered up to make sure that we're stay comfortable during bad weather. That's my main point, but I did want to at least see, because I'd never seen anybody use a standard washing machine and dryer with a Jackery backup power station. And so this is an interesting test for me, and I hope you enjoy it too. In the meantime, like I said, if you're interested in getting your hands on a Jackery system, you can check out all of their other power stations, all different sizes, different solar panels, different capabilities for your needs. Maybe portability is more important for you for going to camping off-grid and stuff like that. Or maybe you're doing something similar like me, doing some off-gridding temporary in the nice weather, and you need a system that will keep you powered. It'll work really well. And remember, you can still use the AC power of the Jackery while you're using solar input to put into it at the same exact time, which is probably ideal. In the future, I would love to put more solar panels on the roof of Babe the Blue Box, and those could still be portable solar panels as well. I've had them on the ground out here. I've got that little port right there where I can bring MC4 connectors inside and do it, and I've done it that way. It's worked well in the past. But the Jackery system for me is just going to be an emergency backup redundancy for power. All right, dryer turned off by itself after going past the wrinkle prevent, which means I'm gonna have to fold some laundry here. Okay, I got some work ahead of me. Let's see how we did. The Jackery went down to 22%. We started at 50, it's at 22. That means it used 28% of the total capacity of this system to do a full load of laundry in a washing machine and propane gas dryer. Not too bad, if I don't say so myself. I'm actually very impressed with that. Jackery is a good product. They are a well-known American-made product sold and shipped right here in the United States. I think you guys should check out their webpage, check out the video description below for awesome Jackery deals going on right now for Prime Day on Amazon. First thing tomorrow morning, I'm gonna hook everything back up to my main solar system, get the lithium batteries back charged up, and like I said, start packing up to get out of here. You guys be well. Opie and Tara and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.